Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Blackbull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Blackbull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Blackbull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Our sponsor Blue Guardian is the only prop firm that gives their traders a tool to protect them from hitting their max daily loss and over trading. It's super simple to use. Just set the Guardian Protector each day from your dashboard. Did you also know that they've just released an unlimited time evaluation with a 0 trading days requirement, giving you plenty of time to hit their low 8 and 4% targets, making it super fast to get funded. Plus, it's cheaper than the 40-day time limit evaluation. Check out the link and coupon in the description to get 10% off your next Blue Guardian evaluation.
All right, you guys see my screen all right? Yeah, back up. Hey, Ty, morning. Good morning. Let's get back up here. All righty. So, I've got... Cool. Alrighty. So big day today. We have CPI in the New York session. It's actually a start of 2 big days. We already had cash rates for Kiwi. Got CPI for New York, Canadian interest rates, Canadian press conference, and we've got the bond auction as well. I'm really pretty keen to see what happened here. Why I was pretty keen yesterday on buying NAS, Sarah, at the end over here, after we'd had this big drop just over here with like whatever news that was that spiked things down at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, we got we got a really good read on the 3-month and a few other things. Where was it? Okay. No, sorry. It was the opposite. I thought I saw some of the smaller ones where like 3-year came in higher again. So showing that yields are going up, which is typically not a good thing. But I saw another one where we had quite a few that came down underneath. And I thought that would actually, I think maybe it was VIX as well that was creeping down. And to me, it led to a little bit of optimistic behavior. And after price for, just NAS dropping, dropping so much, pushing into like these little previous London high areas, thought that it was worth taking a shot back up. But I was only looking for it to come back up to like where there's black liners. It absolutely just burst all the way through it. Okay, so my thoughts for today. Hey, Jose, yeah, Jahan. Not sure what to call you now, Leela fan. We have London Open upon us in 15 minutes. Looking for longs. That's my ideas for today. We'll just do a bit of a top down. Start from the monthly. It'll just show us how just for there you go, it's my pen. We had two months where it was basically zero pullback. Just February just pushed straight up. March pushed straight up. April, at least we got a bit of a pullback. But even January, we had a bit of a pullback as well at the start of the month, and the month still managed to finish up here. So pullbacks are absolutely normal. But we are, since the start of this rally, we've had like two legs. We had the 2022 recovery, and now we had a little bit of a pullback for a few months, and then things have just skyrocketed again. And this is notice this leg is basically the same size. It's almost the same size here. So my case still is that as long as I still think it's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, that whilst the market doesn't like that the Fed keep on getting data that they're going to keep on pushing out rate cuts, that the market is still going to just feed on it. And then eventually when the rate cuts do happen, then I think it will be a bit of a sell the news event. At that same time, when they are likely to start cutting rates later in maybe Q3, it's probably going to get close to election time as well. And just that added uncertainty is certainly going to make the market correct a little bit. So I still think we're going to keep on grinding higher. I don't think the top is in. And I'd be pretty cautious on a swing trading perspective to be selling. But we're getting from mid-cycle. I think we're starting to get closer to end cycle before we have a bit of a correction. So still going to hold strong. Keep on see this rally going. I know we can take COVID out. People would have been thinking the same thing of all these highs. Market's got the ability to just keep on grinding higher and higher and higher. Weekly, we finally actually had a decent week where we pulled back. And if we're so overbought, sometimes the market can just track sideways before it gets out of these overbought conditions, before it starts pushing up again, like what we did. So also that's going to be a little bit interesting for people to be doing their tax. Maybe some people get a tax windfall, start purchasing things. All of this tracks because German is pretty correlated. Daily we had a down day. Find this area, this little zone. So we've kind of just gone up for the Asian session. I wouldn't be surprised if we react, because we do have a bit of a down trend line as well that some members pointed out as well. This little channel is like a little flag thing. So maybe CPI is going to be the catalyst to break out either way. But until that CPI data comes out, I would expect it to sort of just contain within this structure. On the 4 hour, we're starting to get a little bit more cyclicity. And we're starting to, even if we just drew a fib from here to here, we're getting to the 50%. And I think the 50% is very likely to be tapped. So I'm using that already just as a bit of a target, that 50% zone. Drop straight down to the hour. We've seen Frankfurt Open just push up bullish. We've got some clear candles, FVGs, things like that up here around this 18,200 round number. I've got another zone in here, which was the same zone I had yesterday, which was all these session highs. And we've got a liquidity candle that started this move down yesterday. So I would think that would be a decent target. So to make my life easier, I kind of would like, just to give myself a little bit more room, I'd like to see price do a sell to buy. But if it keeps on pushing up, I wouldn't be surprised to see it just pop straight up and take that liquidity. So I'm kind of tempted to put a little trade on right now to try catch that volatility to push up. But I hate taking breakout trades. And it's starting to leave me a little bit less room, because if it does start to reject from here, the risk reward opportunity for this is very poor. So if you're not in this trade, it's probably not the best idea to do it, but it's certainly an easy 20 pips at some stage. I'd really like to see it just pull back. It just makes my life so much easier. Gives you so many more options. If it pulls back to sweep before going high, yeah, I just really hope it does that in the next like 10 minutes, so that I can take advantage of London volatility to hopefully just capture those 20, 30 pips, and then take a lot of pressure off for this day already, because it'll be a nice, quick, easy one. Then I don't have to think about finding another trade straight away. Questions, feedback? What do you guys reckon? Hoping London sweeps Asia low before moving back up. Yeah, that's what I want as well. I'd really love to see that. So we've taken, let's say people were involved in sells yesterday from a liquidity point of view. Asian sort of went down, had a little recovery. Euro went down. London went down. We had the late London pullback just before NY session. We had NY session pushed down. We had NYSE on this candle, and then they pushed up, did a little buy to sell. So NYSE open would be a significant point for me, which would be this candle, which is kind of where I'm targeting. Now, there's a lot of liquidity at this. Yeah, I really want to see price keep coming, keep dropping, so we can push up into this area. Now, there would be some liquidity set above these swing highs. Okay, above these swing highs, which is what kind of feeding into. That's why I don't want to take a buy just initially, because I know there's liquidity sitting here. And if people were taking sells, they're probably bringing their stop losses down into profit as well. So I think the actual amount of liquidity that would be sitting just here would actually be neither here or there, because most of the retail sort of stops and stop losses and whatever would have been pushed into profit. It's just the NYSE trades, institutional trades, that opened at that same time, that I'm keen to see price revisit. But this is actually looking good. If we can form a bit of a resistance here, then with London open, we could see that breakout and like just a little sweep of this double top. So I'm liking the price action a lot here. It's just we don't have much room to play with. That's the problem. Baska Sharma, can you please tell us the indicator? Indicator is it's called Jim Sessions. It's one of our members coded it. It's just sessions. So this is New York session. You can get the same like there's another indicator that will go Lux Sessions by Lux Algo. This one here as well, free to use, which would draw your different sessions. Exclusive, check next NASDAQ. Yeah, I'll check NASDAQ in a tick. Yeah, but if price sweeps up first, how wise is it to short? Yeah. I'm not. Let's say, hopefully, if it does and it just spikes up like this, and then it comes back down, then what I'd be looking for is price to sweep the high and take a short from here. So we've got like a little bit of a resistance formed. And so if it spikes up and then comes down viciously, then what I would think is that it's trapped a lot of people in here, and then price will probably come up and then go down. So it depends on how it moves. Depends how quick your finger is as well, your trigger finger. Yeah. Why not C-Trader? Slow. Wait. You're saying C-Trader is good or C-Trader is slow? Same as C-Trader. Yeah. Yeah. Partial super quick. Yeah. Because you know how you set you've even on MetaTrader, you're not using magic keys, are you? Yeah. So like on C-Trader, you you go into your trade, and where it says volume, you just like scroll to the how much you want to keep open, and then it's just one button. So it's like same, but it's like because MetaTrader, you've got to right click if you're doing it on the computer, right click, modify position, and then change the lots and then close. Unless you've got like magic keys where you just like close half or something like that. But C-Trader it's the same process basically. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with C-Trader. I've quite enjoyed it. Yeah, they forced me onto it. Yeah, I mean, I've always known it was a good program to use. It was I just never wanted to go over it because I was really happy with MetaTrader. It's very simple. Don't do my analysis on it at all. But for terms of use and execution, yeah, that's all I want. I just want something quick, reliable. Yeah, I agree. I've been really impressed with even the. There's only one little thing that annoys me on the app, is that if I open or switch between my account, it always goes to like a watch list that I can't change, and I need to go and to like I need to make my own like Haydos pairs. And that's the only annoying thing. Yeah, I haven't really played around with the desktop version of it, just because when I'm doing these streams here, all my screens, I've got like two streams going at the same time. One for trading up, one for myself. I've got Spotify, I've got the Zoom settings, and my laptop beside me. I haven't been. Was that? Yeah, we could do a C-Trade session. Because my desk folds up now. When I've had my other laptop here, it's just another thing I just disconnect. I wasn't really using it too much, so I haven't got my laptop next to me. Trading view. How did you see trader on trading view? Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Trading view is clunky though. That's the thing. I found even trading view, doing my trades through trading view on the trading panel, it is too many times I reversed my position and I closed my sell into it and then instantly opened a buy when I was trying to like close partials. All right, we're here. OS, by the way, apologies, assuming you'd be using. Yeah. We're in when the open. This is London open. So good one. Okay, I want to see it break here and push up into 18,200. Yeah, there's that little sell to buy move. Beautiful. Come on, push. Oh, don't worry about OS. That's all good. Saying he assumed I was trading ICT. All good, mate. Push. That's it. 13 pips to go. Come on. Yeah, it's a must. It's a must now to hit 18,200. Nothing here to the left. Maybe. Let's go. Hey, Ivan. How are you?
She keeps moving. She was out of the film.
You should see my daughter's hair. She's got bed hair. Look at the side. There's the mohawk. Hello. You want to say hello? Hello. Gosh. Yeah, the sell to buy retracement is so shallow. Hoping it will sweep the most. Yeah, it bounced off the Asian high. So it was too much to go. I think with the volatility, the CPI ahead, I think it was I would have been a bit weirded out if it pushed all the way down to go up. I think the path of least resistance was for it to push up to go down, rather than have to drop, because it really only started dropping in the last little tiny last minute or so before London opened. And for it to drop, 60 pips, that'd have been terrible volatility. Terrible was in the sense just kind of scary, unexpected. But bouncing off the Asian high, I think this is a beautiful pullback, because you can imagine that this is German opened, and price was doing this little trend, and then this is your structure pullback, because this is the last consolidation that led to a higher close. We price pulled back just before the open, pushed up, but this low failed to make a higher close. So for it to do a liquidity sweep was to sweep this low, this double bottom, push into this structure, tight. And then bounce, pretty lovely price action. And this is the thing, when you got like big news events ahead, you kind of just hope market just does like really simple price structural movements. Oh, the M5 swing low. You mean like this, like pre-London low? Yeah, on the 3 minute, the structure of the 3 minute was pretty clear. For just a bit of a sweep. It used to be called German 30. Then about 2.5 years ago, they increased it 10 more companies, but some places that have their charts, they didn't want to change the ticker symbol because they've got all the data already that you can go back like years and years and years and years. It's the same thing though. It used to be the 30, now it's the 40. It could be the broker differences where they get the liquidity feeds. Yeah, there's no, the actual assets the same. It's just where the liquidity feeds that they get. So like I picked Pepperstone because the same thing is it kind of throws me off when I've done like prop challenges and things where I do my analysis on TradingView, and then on the prop account, like when I set pending orders, I've got to always make sure it's like 20 pips different because of the pricing. There we go. Target's hit. We hit our 18,200. Beautiful, guys. That was a nice, easy London Open. Cool. Exactly what we needed, wasn't it? A little sell to buy. It'll be really interesting is down the line that they actually passed this law during, I think it was during Brexit, and it was for the Eurozone was going to abolish daylight savings, but they've just put it on the back burner. They haven't actually brought it in yet. But you can imagine that if they did that, there's going to be periods of the year where London changes their clocks, and when they change their clocks forward, that means London will be the same time zone as Euro. So that means London Open and the Frankfurt Open would be at the exact same time. That'd be pretty interesting to see what kind of volatility that will bring. I quite like having it an hour apart because you get Euro volatility, and then London can sort of rate it. It kind of replicates New York Open and New York Stock Exchange Open. And I could just imagine that if they bring this in, we'll get like Asian session, and then we'll get like a little bit of a dead zone, and then we just get an explosion every day of liquidity rather than this like gradual increase. I thought German 30 going to German 40 would decrease the volatility because they add more companies. You see, like, even at like S&P 500 doesn't move a whole lot when you compare it to like NAS, which moves wild, and then you compare NAS to US 30, which has only 30 companies, and that's like insane. And German 30 going to German 40, actually, I thought was going to make it a bit harder to trade, but it made it easier to trade, I believe. Just give me 1 second. Cool. All right. Zoomers. Hey, Anis, how are you? Zoomers, who you guys grabbed it? Good, Robbie. Good to see you, mate. It's been a couple of days. Yeah, Sarah, you've probably been in for a while as well. Or did you get in there? Dave, nice catch, mate. Putting a pen in order down 1886, was it? Yeah. Excellent work. Because they're watching you. That sucks. So you missed it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. That's why I think you always need to have two ways of getting into the charts. Two brokers, two ways. Because when something goes down, remember like when they went from like I got my personal account, but then I've tried to put that trade on the prop account and it just didn't accept because they switched it over to C Trader. So it's like you got a mad scramble, but you got to like know where you can go to if one thing's down. That's why you got like multiple accounts. Hey, Akshay, how are you? We have Market Maker watching the stream. One of the 18 people that are watching it. Yeah. Hey, Akshay. Yeah. Are you drawing something? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting this like little flag formation thing to continue going down until we get into like this zone. Unless I thought it made a lot of sense to look for that little buy out of the blocks for London Open. I'm very cautious though with CPI around the corner as well. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Once the market has got that out of the way, they're expecting bigger numbers. So expecting an increase. So I'm expecting them to price out a rate cut. Yeah. Yeah, it's because of this. It's because the April read was 0.1. So that's your rolling average at the moment. These 12 is your year on year. And then the 0.1 is going to be replaced with an 0.3, they think. So that what that leads is to a 0.2 increase year on year. But the actual what the previous is it's gone down from the previous month, but April's inflation was very flat last year, and you're getting it replaced with the higher one. So it's going to be very tricky. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree 100%. 100% agree with that. Sorry, Robbie, what did you say? Yeah, it's a hard one because if they're worried about, they've got so many currents going on at the same time. Gold, you've got strong demand right now for gold. People buying gold, central banks buying gold. Then, because it's like a safe haven, you've got geopolitical tensions everywhere, which is leading to buying of gold. You've got just people. Apparently, there's reports of people going out like young 20s, going and buying gold even at $2,300 an ounce. You've got some. I think I read something. Was it Walmart? Walmart was selling gold, and it's actually it's actually become a really lucrative arm of the business. Oh, maybe it was Costco then. Yeah. This is Costco is making gold off its own gold. Retail chain making 100 million to 200 million a month by selling gold bars. So you can see like there's this huge demand for gold. So if gold price held steady, a high inflation read should bring the price of gold down because gold's priced in US dollars, and US dollar would gain strength if inflation is high because it would push back on any rate cut ideas for now. But the problem is gold is so in demand that it's just like US dollar will be, if inflation comes out high, no doubt. So, gold could still be even stronger than a strong US dollar and still go up. But it'll be like, it's finding a lot of resistance. Like it's it's getting, I know we keep on punching higher and higher, but every time we do make a high, we are getting like some pretty dramatic pullbacks, and dramatic, and like it doesn't look dramatic. Yeah, but when you count the pips, this is hundreds of pips. So for a lower time frame trader, the volatility is insane. For a swing trader, you can't short this because it's just so bullish. But it's one of those things that it's the threat of pullbacks is too great for scalpers, but then it's so extended as well for swing traders that you kind of want to see a pullback. What have I done? I got in my excitement, waving my arms around. I pulled my microphone cord, and now the sound's coming from my computer. Spastic. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Can't get the music. Stop. Can you guys talk? No. It's just this. They're saying audio is clear. Hold on. Should have hit like triple trade. Good one. Anis, did DAX change bias along? Yeah, I was long out the books. I was looking for it to go long to here, literally to 200. Oh, Jesus. Okay. The question now. During all that kerfuffle, I wouldn't have taken sells anyway, to be honest. But that was a beautiful sell, little HCS from the zone of interest. Dave, did you jump onto that? How'd you get it? Did you take it? Dave from the future. Yeah. Future Dave. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, guys, make sure you give the stream a like. It really does help if you guys want to keep this going. And while you're at it, go check out this fella as well. Actually, Saini. No, not really. This one. Only don't. Yeah. Actually, Saini. Don't think subscriber numbers means anything when you get quality of education. So I recommend. Yeah. Still, it's quality when you do to watch them. So, look at that. Actually, I got you one. It popped up. Do I recommend magic keys? Yeah, I do. I don't use it There's got some really good features. I use it. Sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. I use it. It's got some really cool features, but I don't recommend the subscription that they do now. Has that changed? Yeah, that was awful having a subscription. So yeah, that's true. Mm. Yeah, I really like C Trader, the platform. I'm considering moving my personal accounts for Pepper. You can't change time frame though, can you? That's the annoying thing. Some questions here. Motivation. DAX 40 is only traded long trade. Oh, good one. You got the long. But then you took the sell. Took the sell, watching Netflix and on the monitor. Realized TP hit it. So you're watching Netflix, the stream, and trading. Gosh. Any tips on trading gold? I'm profitable in DAX and NAS, but gold is a beast. Yeah, it comes and goes. Sometimes gold is way easier than DAX, and sometimes DAX is way easier than gold. And you go through phases where you might be more successful in one than the other. When DAX is moving properly, I freaking love it. But there's been some quite a few days when it was so strong, the rally, it was really hard to trade. Really, really hard to trade. So gold was easier. But then I really love trading in general when I've got things to the left to look at. If I don't have things to the left, I find it harder, much harder, because you know the pullback's coming. But when you've got like information, poise and zoys to the left, it's not easy to trade, but it's really easy to see. The reason why is because you've got information where buyers and sellers took place. And if the market is simply liquidity, then it's quite clear that you know the sellers were involved here. And if sellers were involved going down, so that would be trailing stop losses. There'll be different points of interest. You've got session highs and lows. And you know, for even just like counter trend, for that, what might initially be a counter trend move, you know where you'll get a reaction. And this is what trading these lower time frames is all about. It's about finding a reaction point. It's not about picking the top or picking the bottom. It's about finding an area where you can get your reaction, get your profit out, and then to see maybe you did get the top. But when you've got things to the left, much easier than if we're trading constantly hitting all-time highs, because then you've got to try predict where there's going to be profit taking, and you've got to try predict where that sweep will come from to grab more liquidity, to keep on pushing up. So gold and German, the actual similarities of price action, extremely similar. There's just a little bit different timing of day. But other than that, it's the exact same. But when you find, if you're struggling with gold and you're being successful with German, you'll probably have different times of the month that it rotates, and you'll see gold easier than German. So it's good to have like two pairs. One you love to back that you trade every day, and then have like backup pairs that if you don't see something or you don't feel comfortable on a particular pair, have a look at the other one, but follow the same sort of price action. It usually is pretty similar, these two. Indices and gold in general, pretty good. Salespeople who are really, Google's never about quality. well, YouTube anyway. Big YouTube channels. A lot of them, yeah. If you got like actually and me as well. Let's go and get some fast cars and sit on top of it. Be like, yeah. We'll just sit back. We'll just chill. We'll just watch the subscribers. By the way, yeah, 476. So that actually, it's got your six subscribers, mate. Yeah, I know. Actually, I'm not gonna be fitting the door. Can't fit in the door anymore. Put the stripe down the middle. Which one? Which spaghetti? You only got one? You got one? Yeah, some people who are really good at presenting themselves. Nah, mate, we're mates. We're mates. We support each other. We support each other. Yeah. Marketers are, they dominate. There's quite a few good channels, quite a lot of information. The problem is as well, I find of YouTube, is that from a fundamental side, the bears are way louder than the bulls. So I was listening to this guy paint this picture for the equity market, and man, he was scaring me. I'm thinking, shit, like maybe really cautious to like I bought not yesterday, the day before, I bought more of my shares that I every month. But even then, I thought maybe this month I could just sit in interest rates, or sit in cash. But I was like, no, just do it. What I want to see is another leg higher. See this, Dom? This is that price action pattern that you were asking me yesterday. Is that what happens when there's a big wick up? And then when you get the middle candle closed bullish, a lot of the time, you get that wick fill. Yeah, so that was like the same as yesterday. Was it yesterday? Gold, wasn't it? On the 30-minute, was it? This one. We're talking about it right here. Yeah. It's almost it's something. Have you noticed how hard it is to find price action when you go back and look for it? So this is when we're talking about it. You're saying this kind of candle, it looks the same, doesn't it? This candle, no bottom wick, little inside candle. It's like a little breather. And then the next candle, boom, wick fill. So, but the difference here is that this is part of an uptrend, and German, we've got a little bit of cyclicity downward. So this 15-minute candle looks very similar. No bottom wick, just push up. And then we've got this little bullish inside candle. I'm expecting to see another leg up. And I'd like to see price sort of push up into this area. I think this is a little bit of a false flag. I could be wrong, but I think the presence of this being a buy to sell, I'm not sure if there's as much liquidity inside of this. So if we can push up and we can get above, I think we could have another little pop straight up for another 20, 30 pips. And we might not even find resistance until we start getting into this zone, before we see a bit of a pullback. $30. This guy right here. This one where I've got Yeah, I've got both. Oh, I just put the second one in. Yeah, so the presence of this liquidity candle. What was that? Oh, okay. I think it was background. The presence of this liquidity candle, and we're over here for the London Open, made me really keen to trade up to it. Okay, can I risk taking another little buy from around here to push up for maybe another 50 pips? Be mindful of it sweeping here and sweeping the London low. I think I'm going to give it another shot. Try double dip on this one. Maybe I'll beat the liquidity, but I'm gonna execute another buy. Ooh, what size is your trade? I'll double it. Okay. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? Big time. Break above, you mean? Above? High? Above the high. Yeah, good idea. Looking forward to seeing that as well. You know what? I felt like, when you have like earpods in and they kind of like blocks the noise a little bit. I woke up and what did I do the other day? But I had my earpods in for a long time, and I was walking around outside, and then I was doing some cleaning, and then I painted our utility cupboard, and I think my ear got blocked. So I do like, I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe kind of gross, but like earwax or something. That's, I don't know. But I tried to like get it out, but I didn't want to use like an earbud in case, how like they say it could just like make it worse. But I feel like one ear is slightly off. So maybe I do need to get my hearing, because I'm pretty sure that you were saying that you want to see it go down, but that can't be right, because I know you want it to go up. You're bullish. What? Why would you be selling when it's going up? Go long. All of us go long. We can like do the diamond hands. Here it goes. No, I'm kidding. I'm not giving any financial advice here. Sounds good. It's not looking so good for me just yet. Market maker, so this is what I've done. I put my stop loss way up here. And then my take profits just there. Hopefully it doesn't stop me out. Please don't stop me out, market maker. Is anyone going to trade CPI? Popcorn? Yeah, most people lose on news days. So it's a good idea as well that if you're doing well for the week, don't trade it. If you're doing bad for the week, well, what can make it worse? What's the bias CPI for NAS? Oh man, it's a tricky one. It's a real tricky one. So they're expecting inflation to be higher. So naturally, that would bring things. Normally, that would bring is showing like productivity and consumer demand, and the market at the moment has been thinking that's what we need to keep on driving the economy. If you get high inflation and you get Powell or the Fed speakers coming out and reiterating that they're still on track for rate cuts, then that's going to be really good news for the stock market. But I think the only thing that's going to really put a dent in this rally is to get a real big surprise to the upside inflation. Like if it comes out as expected, I would imagine that barring any sort of liquidity grabs, that the stock market would treat this as good news. But if we come in and we get a big surprise to the upside, let's say that we get like a 0.5% read, then I would say I think that'd be negative for stocks. But if we get anything that's like as expected, I think the market will probably just shrug it off and probably do a liquidity grab either side. You'll get volatility, you'll get a big spike, so it's not like it's just going to be smooth sailing. But don't like either in the market. If you're going to flip the coin, be in the market either before the news or be in the market after the news is out. Don't take a trade when the news comes out, or put a pen in order with the news, because slippage is a real bad thing. Oh no, it's coming to get my stop loss. Don't do it. It's in the Discord. Yeah. Indicators. Yeah. I'll pin it. I think I pinned the old ones for a lot of things. It are in the Discord. If you're looking for things, you like if people say like a acronym or something that you don't understand, search here. Like HCS is or like last area of liquidity. What's the other one? Mid MMG has been a big one as well. Mid morning gap, and Yeah, so like if you search, it'll come up here, but then also for the different channels, if you looked for pinned messages, this will be like some really nice things. You have to go to each channel, but like if you go German 40 and then look under pinned messages, you'll see like some things I thought was like quite useful and just easy to just find. Just check the pins. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was 10 pips in profit. It's sort of stalling. Just so it doesn't confuse. This is not I'm not looking for this. You guys know that, don't you? This is reverse psychology. What's gold doing? Slow for gold lately, isn't it? It's been Here we go. No, so it's my smart chart. Oosh. Yeah. It's Trading View. Not used to saying that. Hey Tom, how are you, mate? What have you missed? We took buys. We took buys, and we're looking for a sell to buy. Not taking the sell, but taking the buy up to this 18,200. And I was trying to see if I can be greedy and go again, and then see if this was a liquidity sweep to push up a bit higher. Dave's taken sells, so Dave's working against me here, and he's seen a HCS. So usually when you see a HCS, you see a support broken, which is done. But I'm hoping that that's as far as it goes. So right now, using a little saying that I want to do this trade. Dave's working against me. Dave's confused today. Dave's got a urinary tract infection, and he is delusional. And he keeps on saying he's shorting, but I know he's trying to buy. Dave, you should see a urologist. I'm sure there's something going on here. It's all fun. Yeah, that Nordic diet that you're on now. Hey, how was your weekend? You had a good time? No. Yeah, well, I've got first rule of weekends in Amsterdam: don't talk about it. All right. Well, a little bit of excitement. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to, for YouTube people, I'm going to end it because I'm going to have to start daddy duties soon as well. So be careful today. Please don't let CPI ruin your week. We're only early in the week. It's not, you don't need to trade it. Literally, it's crazy things happens on these news days. I'm glad we got nice little easy trade out the blocks. And now I'm really looking for this to do a wick fill and keep on pushing up. So I really hope you guys had a great session. On Trading Nut stream, I know I haven't got the stream tomorrow with him, but you guys can find me on HaydosFx on YouTube. HaydosFx on YouTube. We stream every day. You guys can hear the banter as well if you follow on the YouTube channel, because I know on Trading Nut, guys, it's I don't share the audio because sometimes he gets even though it's the music, the background music's not meant to be, it's meant to be copyright free. Sometimes he gets a copyright warning. Whereas I don't seem to have that issue on my channel because my channel's far smaller. So I don't think you get those grubs looking to claim royalties from your videos. He gets a lot of grubs watching his, because he's got like a ton of viewers. I've only got a small amount. But anyway, that aside, it's always from Bulgaria or Russia or Estonia, Cyprus. It's from, like, I always get these copyright warnings from these countries. I'm not saying that people are bad. I love a lot of those countries. It just seems to be, I don't know what it is. But every time I get a copyright warning, it's from some business in that location that's saying that I am now sharing my royalties with them. I'll be streaming tomorrow. So YouTube, like the stream, subscribe, give us some support, and I'll see you tomorrow.